The news of Prince Roland's death spreads across the land like wildfire. With his demise, seemingly comes the end of the kingdom of Glenbrook. But only days later, a proclamation is made that would bind Aesfrost and Glenbrook. Bearer of the royal signet and last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, Cordelia is to ascend as queen and wed Archduke Gustadolf.
Princess Cordelia is to wed the Archduke? What is the meaning of this? Gustadolf is the very one who invaded Glenbrook.
But King Regna is to blame for trying to monopolize the mines.
What does it matter who the princess weds as long as Glenbrook lives on?
It damn well matters to me.
My people, our days of late have been dark and filled with strife. Both Glenbrook and Aesfrost have suffered countless losses, and we have lost both of our beloved princes. For that, I offer you my deepest condolences. May they all rest in peace. As you all know, my father was sentenced to death for his role in this tragic event. But how do we come to grips with our sorrow and anger? How do we atone for our mistakes?
Aesfrost does not deserve your forgiveness! Do not submit to Gustadolf's will!
Let us recognize our sins as such and move forward. Archduke Gustadolf has magnanimously given us another chance. A chance to see Glenbrook to a fair and free future. As the queen of this kingdom, I, Cordelia of House Glenbrook, do hereby accept the warmth and governance of Aesfrost, and swear to do everything in my power to usher in an age of peace with the Archduke.
With all due respect, sir, I do not believe Queen Cordelia to be fit for ruling Glenbrook.
She does not need to be. She is to be our figurehead, a place for the people to focus both their hope and discontent. And while the poor people of Glenbrook stumble in the dark, we shall establish a new government, one based in freedom. Once the people have had a taste of true freedom Aesfrost would offer them, there will be no turning back. By the time Cordelia births an heir, both this kingdom and its people will belong solely to Aesfrost.
I would be loath to stand upon a political battlefield. It is far more heartless than those of war.
I am simply breathing new life into a kingdom of tired traditions. The people will thank me for it in time.
Father, my brothers, I swear to avenge you.
Prince Roland, have you heard about the address at the capital?
I have.
I won't forgive them for making Her Highness say such horrible things.
Enough, Hewitt.
But they lied about the king's death. They made it seem like Gustadolf was justified.
Say no more. If Cordelia can endure this, so can we.
And as long as she lives, that is enough for me.
Forgive me, Your Highness.
We all understand how you feel, Prince Roland.
No, I apologize. I lost control. Thinking about it will do us no good. We must rise to action.
Indeed we must. Everyone knows of your death now. That means we are free to make our next move.
Listen, my friends. Prince Roland of Glenbrook is dead. I am now merely Roland, a warrior who fled a fallen kingdom. I humbly ask for your support until the sun shines upon our royal line once again.
Is that Sir Maxwell's?
That mask. You look just like Sir Maxwell.
This is a secret that shall stay within House Wolffort.
Master, grant me the strength to free our home from Aesfrost's clutches.
How is he doing?
Better than before. He groans in pain from time to time, though.
I see. I wish I could tell Father about our situation now, but...
Lord Serenoa, if your father were awake, I am certain he would praise you for safeguarding Wolffort.
Sad to say, the real trouble is only just beginning. I'll be damned if House N's protection comes for free. No doubt the longer we stay, the steeper the price.
Precisely. Minister Sorsley is not an altruistic soul.
If you were in his shoes, what would you do?
I would squeeze us dry, then look for an opportunity to.
But we won't let that happen.
Of course not. Anna is already on the move. It is our duty to protect and guide this house.
This heart ain't changed since the day Lord Simon took me in, lad. I'm ready to put my life on the line for this house. We'll get past this, one way or another. You'll see.
Thank you so much, both of you.
I see. So there is an illicit salt trade held outside the auspices of the Norzelia Consortium.
In this business, you cannot avoid rumors even if you try. They say sneaking under the Consortium's nose is well worth the risk, but I am not so bold.
And who is behind all this?
I wish I could say.
I am not asking you to tell me for free.
How generous of you. It's but a rumor, of course, but... They say none other than Minister End in Hyzant is pulling the strings. And some free advice for you, my friend? You'd do well not to get involved.
Why?
I'm afraid that will cost a separate fee. Why, thank you.
Lord Svarog, the body of Lord Dragan is...
So my son has finally returned home. I will be there soon. Is something the matter?
I think it better not to look, my lord.
And why is that?
His face. There is no vestige of the handsome lad he once was.
Oh, my son. I understand. You are dismissed. I am so sorry, my boy. Please forgive your pitiful excuse for a father. I will find the one who did this to you. I swear it.
Water!
On your feet!
Water, please!
Get back to work! You aren't the only one who's thirsty.
No setbacks, I presume?
None, sir. We are already well ahead of schedule.
Splendid. The ledger, if you would.
Yes, sir.
I would hate for there to be a problem with our numbers. I will hold on to this for now.
Of course, sir.
Water!
Put the poor thing out of its misery, Booker. You must be firm with the Roselle. Show them the slightest mercy, and they'll think they deserve more.
Yes, sir!
Serenoa, do you have a moment? I was hoping to talk to you about our marriage. Now that Glenbrook has been brought to ruin by Aesfrost, is there any meaning to our union? My brother may have been planning this from the start. And yet I came to Wolffort with the intent of marrying you, completely unaware of it. It's always like this. Nothing ever goes as I would wish it. The course of my life has always been at the mercy of others.
As has mine. Almost nothing happens the way I thought it would.
But you have a home. Somewhere you can return to someday. You are surrounded by people who care about you.
As do you, as a member of House Wolffort. Your place is with us now.
Serenoa.
And though this may sound pretentious, This is a time for you to think about your future and what you must do, Frederica. Just as I am.
I suppose you are right. What must I do?
Here you are. Master Benedict has been searching for you both.
Understood. Let him know we will return at once. You said we received a delivery from Minister Sorcelet.
Yes, mostly food and materials, plus a considerable amount of coin.
That is quite kind of him.
House End is a wealthy one, even by Hyzant's standards. This would barely put a dent in their coffers. We have distributed the resources as needed. We've even managed to restock our reserves.
Wish I could be happy for the help, but I can't say I am.
Agreed. Relying on them comes at a price. They will be looking for recompense.
I believe that to be their true aim.
But this is the path we chose to walk together.
Indeed. And as long as we stay the course, the winds of favor will someday be at our backs.
A missive from Minister Sorcelet has arrived.
I see he wastes no time. What absurd request could he possibly have in store for us?
Nothing good, that's for sure.
Yet another problem has arisen, as we anticipated. I would like to ask everyone what they think. Benedict, if you would.
Yes, my lord. We have just received a request from Minister Sorcelet. We are to deliver his cargo to Aesfrost.
Cargo?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
He is asking us to be an accomplice to his illegal dealings.
The nerve of him, asking the Honorable House Wolffort to do such a filthy job. No way we'd agree to that.
But consider this. Agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
Are you suggesting we report him to Hyzant?
I am saying it is an option.
You got a point. We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
Have you all forgotten? Minister Sorcelet is one of Hyzant's Saintly Seven. His connections run far deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Then we need solid evidence to convict him. I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
Regrettably so.
One false move and we lose both Minister Sorcelet's support and Hyzant's trust. Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Aesfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ. But a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorcelet's illegal dealings to Hyzant, or become a silent accomplice. Bring the scales. It is time to make our choice.
Lord Serenoa. Yes. Certainly.
We must. Certainly not. Ah.
Aye, lad. Consider this.
Serenoa. Surely. In that case...
It is time to cast our votes. Do we follow Sorslay's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Forgive me, my lord.
Even still.
I agree.
Just can't see it your way.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the... The way forward is decided. We have no choice but to follow Sorslay's demands and bring the salt to Aesfrost. We have chosen our path. We shall do as Minister Sorsley asks and deliver the salt to Aesfrost.
Now that we have a heading, we need only move forward. Let us make haste.
Indeed. No matter how perilous the road ahead may be, we must not falter.
Anna, begin the preparations.
As you wish.
No good deed is the product of selflessness, and Minister Sorslay's intervention on the Wolffort's behalf is no exception. In exchange for their livelihoods, Serenoa and his entourage must transport Sorslay's illicit salt across their borders. With no pride left to bolster them, they have little choice but to obey. Preparations for the journey are a somber affair.
The cart's ready, my lord.
As are the disguises. None will suspect us to be aught but common merchants.
Good. Then let us prepare for our departure.
Just look at what we've been reduced to. Skullduggery and deceit. Whatever honor we had is losing its luster by the day.
So, I am queen. What should I do?
You should listen to the Archduke and obey.
Is that all the Archduke wants? An obedient wife? And here I thought the Aesfrosti valued freedom.
So long as you must look to others, you do not deserve freedom. Freedom is a privilege, and only those with the strength to see their will realized are deserving of it. It is not given, it is taken. And it is not often taken easily. This I know.
I see. Thank you.
Next time you think to ask that question, answer it yourself.
Brother, Father, look over me until I find the strength I require.
What is Gustadolf thinking to marry a sniveling brat? No glory is worth her dismal company.
It is unacceptable. He should have let me deal with those obstinate boors in Glenbrook.
Everyone has boarded the cart, my lord. We await your orders.
We cannot use the main road. This journey will not be an easy one.
I suspect not. Minister Sorslay's instructions were clear. We are to secure a new route through our domain that will not draw unwanted attention.
We've drawn up a rough map. It passes through uncharted wilderness and treacherous mountains, places which no common travelers would dare traverse. My scouts have also reported rumors that the area is inhabited by bandits and beasts alike.
To make no mention of the dismal weather on the horizon.
Regardless, we must depart. We have an appointment to keep after all.
Under the cover of rainfall, House Wolffort leads a cart full of salt northward through the treacherous mountain passes where few dare to tread. However, the rain quickly turns from help to hindrance as it batters down on the riders, making the ground treacherous and the path ahead clouded in mist. The party stops to wait out the weather and determine their next course of action.
There's nobody here. It should make a perfect spot for camp.
Are you certain, my lord?
Do you lack faith in our scouts?
Of course not, my lord. I just mean, it is hardly a place for a Prince of Glenbrook to sleep. Are we to crouch in range-rent shadows in the pursuit of clandestine dealings?
Need I remind you? I am Prince no longer. We must take such shelter as we can find.
But even so, that is no reason to forget who you were.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing at all. However, I believe I found a place for us to set camp. The road ahead is treacherous, and we would do well to rest and wait out the rain.
I am in agreement, my lord. Pushing further in this weather would be unwise.
Very well. Let's inspect the surroundings before setting camp.
Can't you sleep, Serenoa? We have a long day ahead of us.
Thank you, but I'm fine. Why are you still awake?
The rain. Will it ever end?
No storm lasts forever. The sun will greet us in the morning, I'm sure.
I can only hope.
Optimism is sorely needed in these troubled times. However, it will be prudent to plan for the worst.
No need to lecture my lord. He was just comforting his dear bride-to-be.
No, Gilai's right. If the rain continues, we shall have to find another way around.
Regardless of the path we take, our destination remains the same. Stifling swamps clogged with insects and worse. I suppose it is fitting, considering the state of our honor as of late.
I understand your misgivings. All the more reason for us to win Minister Sorslay's trust.
And what is his trust worth? He relishes in dangling accolades in front of those foolish enough to grasp for them.
I won't let that bastard toy with us.
Doubtless he feels the same about us.
The salt is gone.
How in the blazes did that happen?
Bandits. They've made off with everything in our cart.
All without stirring a soul.
I apologize. Mountain clans are generally not known for their skill at stealth.
What's done is done. They can't have gone far. Find them.
you! You're the bandits that waylaid us before.
I was just pondering whether you were brave or foolish to be using these roads. Seems I have my answer. Brought your lordly friends to help you take revenge, have ya?
I believe you stole our cargo. We'll be taking that back if you don't mind.
Your lords always have such big mouths. You traipse into our home and demand tribute? Your titles mean less than not here. It's you who should be begging for mercy.
Shut your damn mouths! We ain't listening to the demands of rabid beasts.
Beasts? You got some nerve when it's you who's growing fat with your ill-gotten salt. We aren't daft. If you had permission to sell this cargo of yours, then we wouldn't have had the good fortune to meet you in this forsaken wilderness.
Nothing to say to that, huh? Well, if you don't mind, we'll be taking the salt as payment for your lodgings.
And if you have any objections, then you're welcome to take them up with us.
You got it.
I'll do my best.
Excellent.
I'll do my best.
May we return home unharmed.
Return our salt, and there will be mercy.
Not likely. Besides, weren't us in the wrong? You don't want your stuff swiped, you sleep with both eyes open. Everyone knows that.
No use talking to these pampered...
Forward! I've gained new strength.
Your orders? Shadows conceal me.
Point me at him! You gotta blame someone yourself and leave us well out of it. Perfect opportunity.
My turn. I will go through if I must. I shirk from no danger.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. Preparation is key. My knowledge grows deeper.
For the honor of House Wolffort. Perish. What have we here? I grow ever stronger.
Here I come. Try this! Now it's my turn. Gotta take it on the chin.
I can do it.
Well, congratulations are in order.
Whatever it takes. Try this! I can use this for good. Try this!
Coming through!
Whatever it takes. I'll hold fast here.
Thank you.
You won't beat me! I'll be your shield! I love the battlefield! Allow me!
First things first. Absolutely wonderful.
Help me, please. Lightning! I did it!
So it comes to battle. This'll do it! I've made a breakthrough!
Let me heal your wounds. Make the most of this.
Time for some research.
My research bears fruit.
This'll hurt. I feel stronger already. Make way! Perfect opportunity!
Coming through!
I'll do my utmost. They leave me no choice. I'm here to help.
Me too!
I see a path to victory. I see the threads of battle more clearly.
I won't lose! Yeah! Brace yourself!
Time to take flight. Take aim. I will fight to my last breath.
Feisty, aren't we?
For the honor of House Wolffort. Death from above!
Damn, that hurt!
Strike while the iron's hot. Let's do this!
This feels promising.
An honor and a privilege to serve.
Too obvious.
This ain't ideal. You're in the way! I love the battlefield.
Looks like I'm up.
That's it! Ha-ha!
heads shall prevail. Go swift.
Thank you.
My growth is plain to see.
I must remain calm. Here's a little something special for you!
So, it falls to me.
This is everything I've got!
To further the arcane arts.
My turn.
This is the end. For life.
Hope you're ready.
Make way! Yeah! That worked,
I
huh?
fight for peace.
For the greater good. To victory!
I shall try my level best. We make it up here.
My turn. You don't stand a chance.
I'll have a go. That hurt. Ow! I'll have a go. Time to take flight.
get no mercy from us.
Feisty, aren't we? What a pain. Well, congratulations are in order.
Whatever it takes.
You're finished!
Forward!
Now I end this.
For my kith and kin.
Whoa! Help me, please. Take that! I've got it!
Shall we begin?
Go swift. I can do it!
This ain't ideal. Come on!
Looks like I'm up.
So, it falls to me.
I must remain calm. Take this!
I will end this. You won't escape.
Damn it all! Out of my way! What? Did you see that?
Damn it! Farewell!
For the greater good. This may hurt! Yes, your luck has run out! I'm here to help!
You bloodied my daughter, you bastards!
This is our chance.
Our victory is assured.
Here I come.
Charge! For my kingdom!
I'll take it from here.
You've got this!
Oh, now that feels good.
Now it's my turn.
All or nothing.
From where shall we strike?
The flames consume you. We will make our ideals reality. For you. For you.
Now then, to work.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Let me heal your wounds. Make the most of this.
Much appreciated.
This ain't ideal. To victory! This ain't good.
So it comes to battle. This should do it!
For the greater good. Try this!
now.
Allow me.
I've got you marked.
The hunt is on.
Time to take action. We can do this!
Our victory is assured.
Ever to serve my lord. My turn!
Forward!
Now I end this! Have another!
We're only taking back what is ours.
Feisty, aren't we?
Your orders?
I fight for peace.
Here I come!
Where was I?
Cool heads shall prevail.
Come at me! Push on through!
Whatever it takes.
I'll give it my best.
Aim steady!
Let us pry out their weakness.
This battle is ours. My pride is my shield.
I won't lose!
Time to work. I will leave you defenseless.
I'd heard the Wolfforts had fallen on hard times, but it seems that just made them tougher. I don't feel like dying today. We'd best run.
We won't forget this. House Wolffort owes us a debt, and we'll come to collect afore long.
Charming company.
How unfortunate that they've left us.
Now then, what were we talking about before we were interrupted?
I think we've had enough discussion for the night.
We've recovered the salt, and I'm sure they won't be so bold as to attack again so soon. Let us rest our injuries.
Tomorrow shall bring a new day. We must ever look forward to what it contains.
Do you have any objections to that, my lord?
None at all. Let us make camp.
I shall pray that more bandits do not greet us when the sun rises.
House Wolffort fights back the bandits, escaping through the treacherous mountain pass with nary an injury but to their pride. Disguised as common merchants, they cross the border into Aesfrost.
Should be just up ahead, but I can scarce keep track of my own head in these mists.
We may be walking into an ambush. Anna, scout ahead and...
It's too late for that.
Don't move. It won't go easy for you if you do.
Of course. You'll have no quarrel from us.
What? That hair? As I thought, Frederica! That means your companions must be the Wolfforts. What in the world has brought you to this desolate place?
With no choice but to acquiesce to Sorslay's demands, House Wolffort loads a merchant's cart with contraband salt and sets off across their own homeland in disguise. Through benighted forests and desolate mountains, they forge a path, staving off the assault of thievish bandits and finally reaching Aesfrost. Upon crossing into new territory, they find themselves surrounded by soldiers clad in black. Expecting yet another skirmish, the Wolffort steel themselves for combat. However, the warriors lower their weapons. Through the mists, an unexpected figure appears, Svarog Aesfrost, Lord of Twinsgate and keeper of his country's borders.
This is quite the development. My very uncle buying salt outside of the Consortium's purview.
The lion's share of the surprise is mine, I assure you. Who would be aiding me in this illicit endeavor but the noble Wolfforts?
Circumstances have caused us to set aside pride for the sake of survival.
Of course, I understand. Oft we must travel the only road available to us.
And what road has brought you here, Uncle? I cannot imagine you have come with Gustadolf's blessing.
What road indeed? My own circumstances have caused me to look outside my humble station, to find the means I require. A reckoning is at hand, and I must needs be ready for it. To that end, I must ask. And pray do not waste my time with mistruths. Do you know who murdered my son?
No. I'm sorry.
I see. Gustadolf would have me believe that an agent of Glenbrook dealt the fatal blow.
That's impossible.
Is it? You speak as if you were there, Frederica.
She was. As was I. We were with Dragan during his final moments.
You were, and yet you do not know who killed him. I will ask once more, and once more only. Who murdered my son?
We were the only representatives from Glenbrook at the mines that day. The arrow that killed your son was loosed by an Aesfrosti soldier.
We were attacked and fought back the assault, but they did not flee without a parting gift.
Your story is convenient, but that alone is no reason to discount it. Besides, it does offer an interesting perspective on the matter. Let us say you have the truth of the matter. That would mean Gustadolf has been lying through his teeth. That would come as a shock to many, I'm sure. Regardless, nightfall is come. Camp within our gates tonight.
Do you believe us?
What is there to believe? This meeting never occurred.
Now follow me.
So, that's how it went, eh? Glad you came back to us with your head on your shoulders.
Yes? Perhaps, but if so, then... However, I am decided.
Lord Serenoa. Perhaps.
Me? I don't know. Possibly. I require some time to think.
Say. Certainly. I am ready.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we reveal that it is Roland behind the mask, or do we keep his identity a secret? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I stand by my decision.
I believe I can decide this matter with confidence.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I agree.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. We keep Roland's identity a secret, and find another way to win Svarog's trust. Very well. Roland's secret shall remain with us and us alone. Still, it would be wise to plead our case to Svarog. To that end, I would speak with him on the morrow.
Then I shall arrange an audience. In the meantime, let us consider how we might sway him to our point of view.
Prince Roland's survival is a powerful secret that could sway the decisions of the other nations. But knowing they must be cautious, House Wolffort decides to keep quiet. Though still suspected of murdering Dragan, Serenoa and the others attempt negotiations with Svarog once more.
Why have you come? I thought we agreed that you were never here.
Yes, but I would know one thing, Uncle. Are your illicit purchases of salt a means to gather power? The power to defeat the Archduke.
A grave accusation you make. Is that what you believe, my dear niece?
Gustadolf will do whatever it takes to achieve his goals. If you do not fight back, your house will surely be destroyed.
And so...
So please allow House Wolffort to fight beside you. Together, we can stop Gustadolf.
You wish for me to rely on those who were reduced to mere servants of Hyzant?
We did what we must to survive, and I would do it all again for the chance to stand against Gustadolf.
We made it through the Salt Iron War just the same way, though I'm sure you're well aware. That which bends does not break. Such is House Wolffort.
A lofty speech from illicit salt traders. I have heard enough. It is time you were on your way. But leave the salt. I shall take it as payment for sparing your lives.
Understood.
Frederica, you may stay.
No, Uncle. I am of House Wolffort now.
Are you really going to let them go, my lord?
They shall prove useful if they take up arms against Gustadolf, no matter the outcome. You have grown strong, Frederica. It seems none can fight what is in their blood. No. Such growth stems from her ardent youth. If Dragan were still alive, no doubt he would be the same.
Thank you for your report. Did you encounter Lord Svarog along the way?
I did. He still mourns the loss of his son.
Perhaps it is time he retired. He's not as young as he used to be.
I heard quite the intriguing rumor there as well. They say a group looking like House Wolffort was seen visiting Twinsgate.
House Wolffort? But why?
I cannot say for certain, but it appears they had a disagreement with Lord Svarog and were forced to leave. Even more intriguing, rumor has it a masked spearsman was with them.
It couldn't be.
Maxwell? I killed him. I'm sure of it. But then who could that be?
Well, if it isn't tenebrous. Gloomy as ever, I see.
Minister Sorsley, I see you are in high spirits.
And why shouldn't I be? House Wolffort is ferrying my salt as we speak. An illustrious house from the Salt Iron War trying to win my favor. It's laughable.
But can they succeed, being as ignorant to the circumstances as they are?
If they fail, I simply lay the blame upon them and see their house duly punished. I shall gain merit in place of money.
I did not take you for an optimist. Or have you forgotten of Exham and Camsel's suspicions?
You speak as if it were my problem alone, my dear Tenebrous.
Do not misunderstand. It is because we are tarred with the same brush that I have come to warn you. Your dealings of late have grown, perhaps overly so. You would make an enemy of the other saints, should they notice.
And would you too turn against me, Tenebrous?
Most certainly not. Our fates are tied.
Good. Now leave me.
Pray, be careful, Minister.
What need have I for caution? I have never failed, nor will I ever.
I apologize for speaking so rashly earlier.
You need not. It was thanks to you it did not come to blows. Perhaps it is I who should apologize for bringing you here.
No. I am happy to be here with you.
Did something happen?
We were spared from a battle, thanks to Lady Frederica.
My lady worries too much for her own good, but is braver than most.
Svarog took the salt in exchange for our lives, so we haven't any coin to show for it.
Perhaps we should have told them who I am.
There are more ways than one to fill one's pockets. The salt was intended for Svarog.
And Svarog received it. But we haven't the money to repay Minister Sorcelet.
Indeed. But had we sufficient coin, it would seem like the transaction were a success.
Oh, I can see you scheming something again.
I suppose schemes come with the territory of illicit trading. If no one loses out, no one complains.
But where could we get the money?
Our best option is to speak with the Norzelia Consortium.
You mean to negotiate with Claris?
Indeed. He is an avaricious man, but reliable when one needs money.
You plan to ask the Consortium how to get coin for an illegal trade? Are you mad?
I have no intention of disclosing why we need the money. But his dealings extend far below the surface. It is worth speaking with him.
Then speak to him we shall. Anna, if you would.
Our apologies on the sudden summons, Claris.
Nonsense. It is my pleasure to lend an ear to any request from the famed House Wolffort. That mask! Could you be... I see. So you were in need of funds to restore your fallen house.
Indeed. And we would hear any wisdom you have for us.
And my wisdom you shall hear. What say you to participating in a little tournament?
A tournament? Like the one in Glenbrook?
Something like that. Though this one is not known to the masses. Aristocrats, merchants, and the like from every nation gather to watch the strongest compete.
An illegal tourney, no doubt, involving befitting sums of money.
But of course. Unfortunately, one of the entrants has forfeited his seat. You must forgive me, but would that masked gentleman by any chance be the revered Sir Maxwell?
I am.
Ah, just as I suspected. You made quite a name for yourself in Glenbrook's tournaments. I am sure the audience would rejoice to see a true hero in the ring. Rest assured that you would also receive a handsome reward for entering. What say you?
What else can you tell us about this tournament, aside from its illegal nature?
A sharp man you are. Unlike Glenbrook's mock battles, the ones here are true. Nothing is guaranteed.
So entrants put their very lives on the line in this arena.
And I shall enter regardless. This is my fault. I must fight.
Very well. But we fight beside you.
We have a deal. Oh, how the crowd will rejoice seeing House Wolffort compete.
Serenoa delivers the salt to Svarog, a powerful minister of Aesfrost, and entreats him for aid. Svarog refuses, but spares their lives in exchange for the salt. They despair, unsure of what may come of their failed transaction, until Claris of the Norzelia Consortium offers them hope. For a valiant display in his underground arena, they receive more than needed for the salt. Gustadolf's power grows greater by the day, but House Wolffort is not idle in the meantime. They look to strengthen their own forces, slowly but surely. After seeing the illicit salt to Aesfrost, Serenoa makes haste to Hyzant. The Holy One has invited both them and Sorcerer End to the palace.
Lord Serenoa Wolffort, we are pleased to have you in the capital.
Well met. Are you attendant to the Holy One?
I do have that honor, yes. I am afraid preparations for your audience are still underway. Pray wait a while longer.
Very well. There is no rush.
Your patience is appreciated. We shall find you once we are ready.
We should take this chance to see the city. We still do not know why we were summoned. Rumors, fickle as they may be, may help us steel ourselves for what is ahead.
Somehow, I doubt that the commoners are privy to the thoughts of the goddess.
Still, it would do us well to acquaint ourselves with her subjects. For the sake of our budding relationship with Hyzant, if nothing else.
I agree. Then shall we split up to cover the most ground?
I have a mind to visit the source.
As you wish. Once we have finished, let us return here to share what we have learned.
This country is quite pleasant, isn't it? Not a dour face in sight. Quite the opposite, in fact. To see their smiles, you would think that inequity, envy, and jealousy were things of fairy tales.
A well-governed populace is a happy populace. Or so they say.
Just an example we could learn from, methinks.
If I may speak plainly, I find it somewhat unsettling.
Unsettling? How so?
Smiles do not always show joy. Is it truly possible to sate the wishes of every woman and man?
Are you implying something nefarious is behind all this?
Not necessarily. However, I was taught that for every laugh, somewhere a tear is shed. This country was not built without its share of sacrifice. Of that, I am certain.
I understand your hesitation, Anna, but I think it is unfounded. A country who cares for its citizens is cared for in turn. It needn't be any more complex than that.
So, did you discover aught of value?
We did. The rumor on everyone's lips is that Minister Sorceler has brought House Wolffort to heel.
News travels faster than I would expect. That may very well be the reason for our audience.
If so, then the time may soon be upon us to decide if we are loyal to Hyzant or otherwise.
I will wander the city a little longer. I shall return soon.
It's as we feared, milady. None but Hyzantians can enter the source.
I see. I would have liked to see where my mother was raised, and where she spent her final days.
Her final days? She died here?
Many years ago. I know little else of the circumstances of her passing.
I thought she escaped this thrice-forsaken place.
She did. She fled during the chaos of a Rosellan uprising in the midst of the Salt Iron War. It was then that she met my father, the former Archduke. And from their union, I was born, a daughter of Aesfrost.
Then how'd she... No. Was she captured?
In a way, yes. Aesfrost was forced to surrender her, or take responsibility for the war's outbreak. And then, well...
What a damned farce.
I was lonely and heartbroken, but the pendant she left me shone the way through my darkest days.
Can't tell you how sorry I am.
And dark days there were. Aesfrost was her home, but there were those who would not let her forget her ancestry. That she was able to ignore her detractors speaks to the strength of her character. That she excelled in her studies does even more so.
You flatter me, Gila.
I would never presume to do such a thing.
My lord, I kept your better half safe for you.
Thank you, Eridor. Did you learn aught of interest?
We did. It seems all members of the Saintly Seven have gathered at the palace.
All of them? Could that have something to do with us?
Perhaps, though it certainly bodes ill. In any case, it is clear that we are expected to honor the Hierophant's request for an audience.
Demand may be a better word to use.
Then perhaps we should return before the attendant comes to seek us out.
House Wolffort has not a single heroic deed to their name, yet the Hierophant grants them audience? As if they are worthy to stand by my side before the Holy One. What is the meaning of this?
Perhaps there is no need to take offense. Perhaps you are being honored. You did bring a formidable ally into the flock, after all.
That is a curious interpretation.
The others in the Order are breathless with jealousy at your achievement. They have spoke of naught else since the news arrived.
'Twas no great feat. The Wolfforts were lost, sniveling, begging for a hand to guide them. The others needn't know that, however.
Soon you will have the ear of the goddess. You will be the envy of Hyzant.
It is well past time for that decrepit Edor to relinquish his position.
The future belongs to House End.
At last. I shall see that you have a place in it, Tenebris.
What a gullible fool.
I, Sorcery End, have brought Serenoa Wolffort to answer the summons of the Holy One.
Very good. Then let us begin forthwith. In the name of the Holy One and the Goddess, I shall begin her inquiry into the misappropriation of our nation's salt.
Huh? An inquiry?
Serenoa Wolffort shall be questioned first. Sorcery End stands accused of forsaking the goddess's blessing, of abusing his station to indulge his own insatiable appetites. You, Serenoa Wolffort, stand accused of aiding his plot, of sullying your own hands by transporting his ill-begotten wares.
I stand accused? On what grounds, Idor?
Minister Sorcelet, I would advise you to temper your words in the presence of the Holy One.
You would dare chastise me? For generations, the goddess has entrusted House End with her salt, the lifeblood of our nation. I have treated my duty only with the utmost respect. Just hearing these outrageous charges makes my stomach churn.
Really? Then I shudder to imagine your condition whilst you pen these ledgers, delivered to us by one of the soldiers from the source.
I thought the numbers were quite odd, and when I compared them to the ledger at headquarters, I quickly understood why. Forgive me, Minister Sorcelet. Staying silent would have meant my death.
Your death? How swiftly your underlings betray you under the slightest pressure.
Now, if you are very well finished, let us continue. Lord Serenoa, did you aid Sorcelet in these crimes? Answer with the understanding that falsehoods will be treated as affronts to the goddess's mercy and punished accordingly.
I understand. It is true. We helped Sorcelet peddle his salt.
Serenoa, you cur!
On behalf of all Hyzant, I thank you for helping us excise this rot from our nation.
Be that as it may, the fact remains you bear some responsibility in allowing that rot to fester. Such misdeeds must be answered for.
You should have come to us immediately upon finding out his true nature. You had ample opportunity.
I admit the fault is ours, but it was not a judgment made lightly.
We had to act to protect our home and our people. It was the only way to prevent the loss of both.
Your plight has not fallen on deaf ears. However, a crime committed under duress is still a crime.
For that, I have no words. Only hope. Hope that you will find mercy for us. For my people, I beg of you, allow our house to enter the protection of the Holy One.
You love your subjects deeply, that is plain to see. Very well. I shall state your case to the Holy One on your behalf. Serenoa Wolffort, heed well the words of the Holy One. Your house safeguards the very heart of Norzelia, and the Wolffort name is known near and far for its fierceness in upholding its duty. The Holy One believes it would be a great loss if your home were to fall victim to Aesfrost's ambition. The Saintly Seven has just recently bid farewell to one of its members. His position would be yours if you would take it.
My lord, this...
However, there is the matter of the Roselle that dwell within your borders. The Holy One would see them returned to the flock where they belong. Their home is in the Source, our Holy Land. They are descendants of criminals and worse. Their lot is to offer themselves to the goddess so that the sins of their forebears may be cleansed. the Holy One would see all Roselle serve her in penitence, such is her will.
You would have us betray the Roselle under our protection?
Such mortal judgments are not her concern. The goddess has spoken.
Serenoa, will you surrender the Roselle to Hyzant?
I don't know.
As you are doubtless aware, Lady Frederica, the vow of Lord Simon himself binds us to protect them. Alas, our house is not what it once was.
Is that a reason to cast aside its honor? My father, as well, likely had a hand in orchestrating their protection.
Ah, my friends, I apologize that we once again meet under dire circumstances. You face a difficult choice, one I do not envy. Have you decided?
Not yet. We will, you can be sure.
They've got us by the small ones, and they know it. They made this request full aware of our history.
Lest you misunderstand, allow me to illuminate your position. You are not the noble hawks you think yourselves to be. You are vultures, feeding off the scraps of Sorceley's corpse.
You've got some nerve.
I speak from experience when I say that the title of Saint is not to be worn lightly. Are you prepared?
Prepared? For what?
Doubtless you are aching to break free of your fetters, to take wing and soar. To do that, blood must be spilled. The blood of enemy, friend, and self alike. Your freedom lies at the end of a trail of dead. If you are not prepared to make that journey, to endure that sacrifice, then cast aside your pretensions and grovel.
Grovel or bleed. Poor options, both.
In his time, Lord Simon protected the Roselle who fled Hyzant, and the village they established within the Wolffort domain. 30 years have passed since then. The Hierophant uses the illegal salt trade incident as leverage to demand those Roselle be sent to the source, where Hyzantian faith dictates they must reside. After being found guilty at the trial, Serenoa has no other choice but to acquiesce. Thus, with House End ruined and a vacant position among the Saintly Seven to be filled, rumors of House Wolffort's ascendancy start sounding more credible than ever to the people of Hyzant.